am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'ma lose it. It's my world and I'm generous and that y'all peruse it. How obnoxious, she ain't got a conscience. She's okay with being a little absurd and pompous. That's because I kill it, then stick around just to haunt it. Waiting on my thank you, be grateful that I would even let you watch it.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get took, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose the opportunity, you suck, don't make way for a prodigy.
Gonna catch your breath for a second. Look at your neighbor and checking. We bout to march, so if you not get to stepping. I done told you who I am. I'm a force to be reckoned with. I think just be mad because my voice is so decadent. I'm setting the precedent. No mistakes and no accident. We ignoring the standard set cause our lowest is passionate. This alone is a classic hit. I'm a verb amongst adjectives. If the industry full of and my words is a laxative. I'm a maniac on these beats. I'm insane and it's not discreet. I'm enraged because y'all ain't see it. I'm spraying on every street, entertaining no whack opinion. Who's saying we not elite? I'm on with Balenciagas. I'm changing into my cleats. It's go time. It's show time. I ain't calming down until this place is a ghost town. Tired of the faking. We bringing back Motown. No staring this go round. I'm taking no prisoners, so prepare for a showdown.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big crowds, they already thrown by the size of me. I don't really get took.
Some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium.
Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Arizona Cardinals.
Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
Now the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense.
Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he's corralled at the 40, but now the 4 picking up 8.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second and a couple.
Murray now to throw. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
But Charles, you know, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
Well, to me, it's less about tamping down expectations and much more about not getting ahead of yourself as a team. And look, they've got to play each game individually, right? Many teams talk about being 1-0 at the end of each and every game each week. To me, you got to understand you cannot win the Super Bowl in October.
The surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line.
17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, right back to Hall.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
On play action, now Rodgers. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not forcing it there. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll run with Hall. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created a push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should have passed it. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. Down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Play action. Now it's Murray. Goes right back to McBride. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Cardinals at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
At the 45-yard line.
Here's Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 36. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. lose yardage here. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Now this time Murray to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey McBride hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cardinals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Xavier Gibson now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit, keel up, and come back strong.
That's what the hope is anyway, because you're going to find out now with your team, are you still focused on being the best you can be for the rest of the season with the things going the way they have earlier this year.
Ball again on second down.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this team, has got to be priority 1.
On second down, Gordon once more.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a third down and 8.
Murray looking to change the play here.
They'll send a receiver in motion left.
He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Inside the 10.
And all the way down to the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Motion man is Schwartz. And he's going to handle it on the touch pass.
And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Anthony Schwartz.
A 5-yard touchdown.
And the Cardinals go up by 2 touchdowns.
Prater for the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Throwing now is Rodgers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now, goodness, possession's going to go over right at the 10-yard line. Now Murray off play action. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Tim Patrick from 10 yards out. And the Cards are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point good by Prater. And that makes the score 21-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Now it's Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
1:55 left to go in the first half of play. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
On play action, it's Murray. Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
On play action, Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Second and 10.
Throwing is Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Jets are on the board here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point from McManus is good. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Able to get this one to McBride.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. One play has him to the 37 here for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. Play fake. Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
That's complete to McBride.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Murray now on first down. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Cardinals. Melvin Gordon as the first half is winding down.
And the Cardinals will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted.
And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. After the turnover, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a first and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Murray now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running.
Touchdown! Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point good by Prater. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a 1-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's Rodgers to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hall. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Rodgers now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Hall. 25 yards that time.
Boy, a lot of moving parts on this play, but what a nice design to leak the running back out to the left and send him down the field. And a good job spotting him and hitting him for a big play.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. And again, it's Rodgers. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. To throw is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jalen Thompson picks it. And the Cardinals are going to get it back here just past the 35. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives. And you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they run on the field, they've gone from hoping to intercept the pass to expecting to intercept passes. Their confidence at an all-time high right now. As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marquise Brown, 64 yards. And the Cardinals have got it on cruise control. Prater for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Jets 7.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 21 yards.
Rodgers changing the play, it appears.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his pass incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And my goodness, another interception. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield. He'll get this one to Patrick.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
There goes Melvin Gordon.
Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Cardinals. Melvin Gordon with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
Rodgers going to throw. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play, so we will switch. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Rodgers again now.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On play action, it's Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And he'll go down at the 28.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 1.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
He'll get that complete to Albert O.
Touchdown, Jets.
Albert Okwuegbunam
From 8 yards out.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
McManus's point after is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. In motion goes Patrick. On 2nd down, here's Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him the 3rd down conversion. 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
This is brought in at the 21. We'll call that a 41-yard punt. The net a little greater, though, following a loss on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Complete to Dorsett. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Rodgers. And that one caught downfield by Dorsett. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point from McManus is good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 56 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Murray flips us forward on a jet sweep. Hollywood Brown. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
That's good for the Cardinals. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Back to throw it. Murray. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Murray going to throw. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Murray sets to throw on 4th. And he is caught. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. To throw, it's Murray. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Murray, a quick throw complete. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome.